The announcement of the next Grand Theft Auto has set off too many sparks in my imagination on what GTA 6 has in store for us, and to look back in current games to see which features we all need to make the next GTA the greatest it can be. We also look at different evidence and forms of leaks that can back up some of the things in this video to provide a realistic list of what there may be to come. Let's begin. A seasonal adapting map that changes both the environment and weather over time. The idea of having rotational seasons in open world games is always something we all want. We got teased with this back when the game The Division was announced, but unfortunately it never became a reality in release. A game like Grand Theft Auto is perfect for a system like this, especially now that we know these large games are going to have lifespans of up to 10 years or longer. Instead of just getting 3 days of snow at Christmas, that by the way is only for online, so in terms of story mode we got no seasonal changes besides North Yankton for like 30 minutes worth of gameplay. A change in map can provide snow, sun and realistic lighting that we see in Red Dead Redemption 2, as well as tornadoes throughout the weeks of real life gameplay to create different environments for us to interact with. This doesn't break realism either, as looking at GTA 5, the time in the game goes extremely fast. I believe translating to every 2 minutes passed in real life is equivalent to just 1 hour going past in GTA 5, as well as the rumours that the story for GTA 6 will happen over the course of 30 plus years. Starting in the 70s, advancing its way to the present day, it only makes sense a realistic change environment is put in place. Forza Horizon 5 has 4 seasons in their game that change once every week. This is something I know a lot of people want, and to be real, I can see this definitely happening. I'm not someone that personally enjoys using rumours as a source of news, but let's not look at it as news, but instead of a fun way of predicting how great GTA 6 will be. An account under the name That's So Bold put out a post in September of last year stating GTA 6 will be announced in November to December, and to be fair, she wasn't far off. But anyways, she claims that it will take place in Miami with hurricanes being featured, as well as saying that the map will change over time with updates, similar to what happens with Fortnite. To be fair, I'm not sure if I can see this being implemented into GTA 6 story mode, but it's a very realistic goal Rockstar may want to do for GTA Online, so they can continue to run GTA Online pretty much forever. By the way, this account got suspended from Twitter shortly after claiming these leaks, which I find very unusual. Maybe she was spot on, and Rockstar decided to wait a few months to announce their development for the next Grand Theft Auto, because if they did it in November or December, like she said, people would all assume all of her claims are correct. Time will tell. A realistic job system that we can dive into so that the game doesn't turn boring after finishing the main story missions. The simplicity of being able to go and get a job in the game, such as a firefighter, policeman, work at a fast food place, or even an Uber driver. All types of normal jobs that we can spend our days completing, because as much as Grand Theft Auto now seems to be about making it to the top and finishing with hundreds of millions of dollars in the bank, it would be nice to have a daily job with unique and random tasks that need completed. Take the policeman for example. Having to start as a rookie that goes through training, then after being at the job for a good time, can apply for a promotion to be promoted onto the role of captain or detective. GTA 5 story mode dies so quickly because after finishing the story and side missions, there is literally zero content. They need to make us feel more part of the living, breathing world that GTA offers, because currently we get dropped into a set world that has no changing environment throughout the story, except from a few signs changing after some missions. Red Dead Redemption 2, we did see some environmental changes happening over time, like houses and buildings being built, so this is another feature that GTA 6 will most likely implement. More car customization options. The GTA car community is very big. I used to be a part of it, and it's a great community to be involved with, and the recent updates over time did show a lot more love to car lovers, but not as much as they should be in GTA 6. I'm talking full selection of creating cars in a mechanic's shop, or even becoming that mechanic ourselves like we just talked about. Also a variation of body kits, proper tire fitment, a larger selection of wheels and engine swaps available, and the possibility of doing engine swaps. Be able to freely tune our cars into whatever spec we desire. Also, our cars no longer have an infinite fuel source, meaning cars will need to manually be refueled at fuel stations and electric cars being plugged into chargers, which I think will make the whole atmosphere of the game way more immersive. Of course, don't make it ridiculous where we need to refill every 5 minutes, but even once every few hours will be enjoyable. Dynamic, destructible environments. If you haven't seen the job listing for Rockstar New England, let me show you on screen. They are basically saying they need special effect artists that are specialized in large scale destruction events like skyscrapers crashing to the ground. They show a lot of other exciting glimpses into what to expect, but I have another video going over it all. So large scale destructive events sounds beautiful, right? They are obviously planning to go big, and having this implemented into free roam open world will in my eyes change the way we play games. I know we have this already in games like Battlefield, but in such a massive simulation type game such as GTA, this will change the way we play games, giving us the freedom to destroy whatever we want. Or maybe this is their way of doing what that girl leaked about the GTA 6 map changing with Rockstar updates. Instead of randomly changing the map, a massive destruction of buildings may cause our players to run to another state or live through a city being rebuilt into something new. More interaction with world objects and building interiors. We all want it. To once again go into restaurants and gyms to buy food and get our character buff. Why did they ever remove this? I don't know whatsoever. With GTA 5, they definitely went backwards with some components of the game, so let's hope that doesn't happen again on GTA 6. Some examples of great interactive buildings are grocery stores, car dealerships to physically buy vehicles, a big amusement park to enjoy various rides, and a big zoo full of animals that we can look at through the glass. How cool would it be being able to watch lions and big rhinos? Even a big shopping mall with stores that only sell a certain category of items, like having to go to an actual jewelry store to buy diamond chains and not just some random corner store like GTA 5. Also, speaking on gyms, remember in San Andreas we could learn new fighting styles at gyms? That would be an interesting concept to bring back with the combat mechanics we've seen in Red Dead Redemption 2. Interactive objects would be cool too, like being able to attach a player or an NPC to a truck hook and drive them around trailing behind would make for some pretty cool kills. The ability to consume and buy drugs from dealers on the street. I mean, it's cool to own a drug empire on GTA Online, but sometimes I wish I could just go and meet some sketchy guy for some street cut coke. They could really go in depth with this too. Considering the rumors GTA 6 is going to be held in Miami, we have to have access to snort coke at all times. Your character could get different special ability boosts too, such as being able to take more damage, run faster, and be physically stronger while your screen's a bit blurry. This could mean we could use drugs to complete missions easier, but then again must be used wisely, as once the high is worn off, your character will get a come down, resulting in a lack of energy and some abilities slowed down for a period of time. Even go to the extent that using the drugs a lot will result in addiction, where if not getting high frequently, your character will be miserable and have lowered health, meaning you can keep spending money on drugs or you take yourself into rehab. So what's your choice? Will you take the risk of doing drugs for a short time of being a Scarface nose champion, or do you live the normal life without special abilities? The problem with this concept is that Rockstar has already gotten swarms of drama and bad media publicity because of the sex, alcohol and torture in the previous games, which may put them off. It could be a reason why we see no option for any of this in Red Dead Redemption 2. I do want to see the wanted system greatly improve. No more getting shot for punching someone or crashing into a police car. Instead, bring back getting arrested and having a standoff with the police by aiming, but no one fires their weapons due to the fear of death. And for the really high 5 to 6 star crimes, have it put on your character's criminal record that unless dealt with by prison time or paying a fee to have them forgotten about, will mean police will see all you're wanted for when pulling you over or be actively on the hunt for you, resulting in things like buying fake IDs to move across borders become more important, and maintaining legal fake identities to hide your criminal activities, or spending time in an interactive jail for 10 minutes in real life. This next feature is something I think the whole GTA community wants, to have dedicated servers that are moderated. Not only would this remove the modder problem, this would also make GTA such a more sociable game by having different servers named, for example like roleplay servers, car meets, grinding server, where everyone is doing their own thing, selling cargo, and any griefers can be kicked out straight away by the server moderator. Don't see Rockstar taking time to implement this into the next step of GTA Online, but it sure would be nice. Also, loads more free roam activities like skateboarding, surfing, basketball, football, ice hockey, the list never ends. Once again a mystery why Rockstar really lacked in the activity section for GTA 5, but let's pray for more in GTA 6 so we can fill our time with some fun minigames. I felt the activities in GTA 5 as well, they felt slow and like boring with no rewards at all. What did we even have? Golf, tennis, darts, arm wrestling, is that it? For a game still going over 9 years is quite embarrassing. I also think for the next part of GTA Online, with the release of GTA 6, should include a reaction or dialogue wheel with selectable voices or animations that we can do, such as dancing, sitting down, lying down, or quick dialogue audio for callouts to do when needing ammo, protection, or to get in the vehicle. Mainly aiming this in favour of those that don't use a mic in online heists, or those players who generally can't communicate due to a real life condition. My last item on the list is the return of decentralized weapon shops. Look, don't get me wrong, I love GTA 5 more than anything. I mean, my whole channel is based around it, but it all just seems too easy and laid back. Like being able to buy miniguns and RPGs in the same gun store that sells broken bottles, pool cues, and brass knuckles. It's all too simple with no realism in terms of a living world. I guess being set in America it makes it believable, but the return of hardware stores should happen in GTA 6 locations to diversify the shopping experience. Also, remember the underground weapon stores in Grand Theft Auto 4 with illegal weapon dealers? A cool idea is that weapons are cheaper to buy illegally from underground sellers, but if you're killed or arrested with them on you, the fine from the police is bigger and the weapons are confiscated, meaning you have to rebuy them. Oh yeah, return weapons like the chainsaw and flamethrower too. Perfect. I have a swarm of GTA 6 and GTA expanded and enhanced videos for you guys. Please consider subscribing to stay updated. Until next time, Spartans.